allow the matter to proceed to hearing today. So we are here for purposes of you prosecuting your application, and I gave a right to the Attorney General and the DPP for them to elect whether now they were comfortable with the material they had already placed before court, and that is what they were going to adopt as we proceed to hearing. So, Mr. Chebi, unless you are filing anything else, we take it that your response is what is on record.
My Lord, on behalf of my colleague, Mr. Mutuma, and I'm on directions that we are relying on the affidavit filed on the 7th of October and sworn by one Jared Seko. It's dated the 7th of October.
You're also adopting the representation he made orally in this court.
Correct, my Lord.
My Lord, I wish to change course with the leave of the court, that there are new developments that militates against us. Prosecuting our application. Lord, over Mashujaa Day holiday, a body was found in a dump or a lake in Wajir County. Highly suspected to be of the subject before this matter. The family was consulted
By who?
by the state. So a team of the family members, the government pathologist, Dr. Johannes Odwor, and the petitioner's counsel, Mr. Samson Nyebeli, who is present, went for a postmortem. Mr. Nyebeli will take over to give to the court the facts of that matter. Then, because he was present, I wasn't present.
Yes, my Lord, with your permission. Indeed, on the 21st, that was on Monday, I did accompany the chief government pathologist, Dr. Duor, and another doctor duly appointed by the family members of the subject before you, or before this court. And went to the Wajir County Referral Hospital mortuary, wherein a post-mortem exercise was conducted on a body that had been retrieved from the Lake Yahud. Yahud in Wajir. This body was identified by two members who are the brothers to the subject. And
Members of the family.
two members of the family, being the brothers of the subject. And on account of extreme decomposition of this body, it was fairly impossible to exactly say that it was the body of the subject. Yes. The two doctors, in consultation with myself, agreed that DNA extracts be gotten from the body, or specimens be gotten from the body, and also swabbing of one of the brothers to the subject and the mother to the subject for further analysis. So that it aids in further investigations as to the identity of the body that was realized.
Yes.
The specimens were transported by an officer from the DCI, homicide, Wajir, accompanied by us, that is the team that went, plus the family members, and the local leadership.
Transported
to Nairobi, so that they could be presented, the specimens could be presented for DNA analysis. Now, before, as we speak today, the result of the DNA analysis is yet to be known or to come out. Which again now informs that since the identity of this subject is in issue, it will be difficult prosecuting this application the way it is because of the results. I also wish to point out to court that this body yes, that this body that was realized is yet to be interred and is still at the said facility, that is the Wajir County Referral Hospital Mortuary, even when that said facility does not have coolers and anything, so to speak. But the doctors advised that it could await, to be preserved for a day or two, awaiting the results. So therefore, my Lord, having been faced with that kind of issue and realization of the body, and bearing in mind that our application is of the nature of habeas corpus, we will therefore kindly seek for the indulgence of the court to give us latitude, that is the investigations team which has presented the specimens for DNA analysis, for them to analyze and come up with reports that will inform the next course of action on how we shall proceed with the present application. Needless to say that the family is anxious, overly anxious, that this matter is concluded either way, because the continued keeping of that body at the facility is one, against the Islamic tenets, and number two, the family also wants to have closure on either these proceedings and or the result that is eagerly being awaited. Alive to the fact that the government analysts have said that their results will be ready by tomorrow, we humbly and earnestly urge this honorable court to accommodate that new development by halting these proceedings for today. We take leave, then perhaps have the same on a day to be appointed after tomorrow. At closure on how to proceed, whether to continue with argument or put a stop and go back to the drawing board if the body is that of the subject that is before you.
Clear is that the body, if indeed is the body of the subject, by law, that body is a ward of this court. Based on that legal principle, then we shall be seeking that the reports, the medical DNA reports being done are the reports of this court. Shall be seeking in order that the reports be forwarded to this court. So that the court knows the status. Number two, my lord, we want, on behalf of the family, to clarify to the whole world that the subject matter, the MCA, has not been found. Until a scientific settles that question tomorrow. The family is appealing that anybody with that idea is hurting the family. You know, my lord, we are seeking that we can have a mention tomorrow in the afternoon, so that if scientifically the body is of the family, they can bury tomorrow. If it's not, then we still proceed with our matter. We know the court diary is busy, but due to the factor of the Muslim faith on how they bury, the court kindly can indulge us to that effect so that they are able to deal with the reality tomorrow. We sincerely apologize for the state. We never informed them that we are not going to prosecute this matter. But as I've explained, these are events that are unfolded over the holiday. Thank you, my lord.
In the Republic, it becomes a matter for investigation. So isn't that so?
Yes.
Therefore, then, if part of the inquiry in this matter is to whether that is the identity of the person we are looking for, that becomes also crucial to us. So, Mr. Chebi,
Yes, my
with
lord.
that in mind, what is your reaction to what?
Yes, my lord, is that tight? I had not been briefed on the sentiments laid before the court by the councils. My lord, we will have to go by the new developments as per the councils. My lord, that is the only logical way forward. So unless the the outcome of the post-mortem is brought before the court, we have nothing else to add. My lord, may give us
The DNA's results.
okay the DNA results, my lord, for corrections. Thank you for correction. My lord, we can have the court's directions.
What are DNA results? I think this the IO is here. They've just come in.
My lord, the in-charge homicide is in touch with the government chemist for got the results, but not yet. They are not yet out. So we are still waiting for the expertise opinion from them. It is being handled by both parties because the matter is being handled by Wajir County as well as homicide. So they are both in touch together with us. So after that, we will be able to give a report depending on the result.
Deferment of the hearing today, and I have come to the conclusion that the very foundation of these proceedings is the subject who is alleged to have gone missing, and therefore if there is a body that has been found and is yet to be confirmed, that is important to this court in making a determination as to how this matter is to be proceeded with from now on. I would therefore direct that we mention this matter tomorrow to await receipt of those DNA results, and once that is established to have a bearing on this matter, that shall be filed and form part of the record of this court. Mr. Omari and Mr. Chebi, I would want to get an assurance from the two of you. Are you able to get in touch with the investigator early part of the morning, so that you liaise with my court assistant before lunch hour, and we agree that I come back at 2 when they are done with their lunch of 1 o'clock prayers. We can convene here at 2 or 2:30, depending on whether the results will be out. That's okay. So you will take his number, then you confirm. Once you are ready, then I'll come. In the event that we will not be then ready with the results, then we can agree that I'll give him a suggestion on the date when we can next convene. Okay. For the state to update the court on the findings at 2 p.m. Of the record, you realize now my wisdom, you take them at their own pace. Life can be very uncertain. So I have noted your apology. We are good to go, so tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Thank you. Court adjourns.